Hey everybody, we're back. And it's time for part 2 of...
Sam's Spooky Corner.
Hey! Today we are reviewing Jeepers Creepers, which honestly was my pick because it was a movie I've always been kind of curious about. And when I originally was curious about it, she's like, fuck no. Movie's creepy.
Yeah. No.
So...
No.
This seems like a good excuse to get her to shut up and watch it again. And I give it props for just getting right into it.
Yeah.
There was no time wasted on can't believe we're going to this cabin that for stupid reason we're going to a cabin.
Nope.
No, it's just go.
Opens up on 2 kids driving home from college.
And then shit hits fan.
Pretty quickly, yeah.
Now, if I could describe this movie in one sentence, not what I was expecting. Not even a little bit.
He told me to explain kind of the gist of it. And
I said, what is it about?
And I was like,
Just give me some sort of frame of reference. That's all I was asking.
it's what did I say?
You just said it was your generic...
It was a creepy chasing after some people. It's your generic.
No,
I didn't want to give it away.
Fair enough.
That's the big twist of it's not a human.
Okay, the next time I ask that question, just say, I can't tell you, it would give too much away. Or just say, spoilers.
No. It's no longer Sam's Spooky Corner. I'm not here.
No, it's Sam's Spooky Corner. You gotta go in the corner.
Oh. That's sad.
Anyway.
Not nice.
It was a very interesting movie. Not a lot of the typical yelling at the TV for people being stupid.
I mean, there's one big one.
Going back?
There's one huge one. Going back.
But I get why he wanted to go back.
And I get that he was like, if that was you, wouldn't you want somebody to come help?
Yeah. So there's logic behind that. As opposed to curiosity, and other stupid shit.
Yeah. Although the screaming about the rats, you could have been like, rat! Rat! Rat!
Yeah, that was...
Rather than just, ah!
That just makes him a pansy.
Yeah.
But
just a rat. Simmer down.
But, I did like how this movie just kind of kept you going, what the fuck? So...
Yeah.
Also, props to the costume designer who made Jeepers Creepers, because that's all I'm going to call him is Jeepers Creepers. I'm not calling him... They didn't really call him...
They didn't call him anything.
He just really, really likes that song. Like, holy shit, he likes that song.
Because he takes your eyeballs.
He takes whatever he needs from you.
And lots of other things.
He eats you.
Yeah.
He'll eat you and fly away. Because he a demon. I did like the sister running him over half a dozen times.
And the whole little exchange between them. I think he's dead.
They never are.
And it's like, oh yeah.
And again, as you point out, never went for the headshot.
Never did go for the headshot though. But I mean, I get it. You're in a car. But
if Zombieland has taught us anything, rule number 2, double tap. Good acting, really good costumes, really good special effects, really good practical effects. I love the design of the Jeepers Creepers monster. Mm-hmm. Though I think the face opening thing was a bit excessive. Like they watched Predator in Jurassic Park 1 and went, we can somehow make that into one thing. She's gonna keep doing it. Apparently she's a buddy now. Hacha. Anyway.
I love I think the reason that this movie... I was fucking terrified of this goddamn movie when I was younger. Because number 1, I saw it when I was way too young. Hello, my childhood. Number 2, this whole movie... Everything is set up to be creepy. The townspeople, creepy as fuck.
Cat lady,
creepy as fuck.
Psychic chick.
Even the 2 teenagers just on a road by themselves, kind of creepy. Like, there are a lot of horror movies where you get, like, the families interacting and having a good old time and nothing's creepy about it whatsoever. You get a lot of that.
Yeah, when they got to that diner, I had this, like, sneaking suspicion they were all in on it.
Yeah, Matt was like, They're really creepy.
They're really quiet. For someone who's going, help, we need the police.
Oh, yeah. All of them are like, sorry, what?
But,
hello?
But, so yeah, I think that was honestly intentional to give you this whole vibe of unsettled.
Yeah, you're supposed to be unsettled all of Jeepers Creepers. The whole shebang.
Though I do give props to the cat lady when she sees Jeepers Creepers as...
Like, that's not my scarecrow.
Let's go. Props for you. May you rest in pieces.
I also love when they hit him. The last time, once he stops, like, running over their car.
Oh, when he barrel rolls?
He barrel rolls into the window shield.
Goes straight up.
And shatters the window. And then knives fall off of him. And then there's, like, a good, 4 seconds. And then he falls onto the trunk.
Massive air.
It's really funny. Like, the timing on a lot of it was really, really good, too.
Yeah. And again... We didn't really need to get... this is not a movie where it's trying to make you get close to these characters so you can be on the edge of your seat of whether or not they make it. Because typically slasher movies get you introduced to the main victims and kind of get you invested in them so you hope they make it. This one, they're just too wrapped in what the fuck is going on. You don't give a shit.
Like, all you know about them...
College students.
Siblings. The girl has something to do with a boyfriend... And they just have their mom.
Though I can see why that may be seen as a bad thing. Not a lot of storytelling and too many questions.
You're not attached to them.
Yeah, so when the brother dies at the end, you don't kind of go...
No, you don't feel it.
You really don't go, oh. Though I did kind of just go, damn, I was really hoping it was her.
Which there is that nice attempt at a heroic moment of just take me. But no, he wanted him. Also, what young adult male has a rose tattoo on his belly button?
Somebody who probably got it for a woman who broke his heart later.
Either that or a dare.
That works too. But I did enjoy. Actually, I enjoyed the whole phone call thing with the psychic, though that seemed really weird. But so this entire fucking movie.
No, all of it.
I did not enjoy that he was killed off screen. The brother was.
Yeah.
And it's revealed that he's dead.
Yeah. It's really revealed.
Yeah, I don't know. I feel like he deserved more. Maybe that just also might be my bias towards the actor. He's a good actor.
Justin Long was in everything in the 20s or 20s, the 2000s.
Roaring 20s.
Let's
go to a sock hop.
In the 2000s, literally, he's in everything.
Yeah, he really wasn't a lot. He hasn't really been in anything at all lately.
No, the 2000s. Kind of weird.
But overall, actually, I
feel like
I was honestly gonna say this is my favorite movie we've reviewed this so far, but we've already actually seen and reviewed the video that's coming out tomorrow.
And that one is really good.
That was really good. The only reason that this one lost is I thought it was a very anticlimactic ending.
Yes. Yeah. No, I definitely get that. And I think when I was younger, I was just so terrified of this goddamn demon thing. And, being a child, the ending of just seeing someone with no eyeballs is creepy as fuck. Because he doesn't just have no eyeballs, he has no head. And then the guy just pops in and is like, that's my eyeball now.
It was just his face.
It's my eyeball now.
He was skinned.
That's terrifying when you're younger. Now that the movie has aged a bit.
This movie's 17 years old.
My god, I was so young when I watched it.
It aged better than Child's Play.
It did age better than Child's Play, but a lot of
because it was made in a different century.
Yeah, early 2000s versus 80s. I think where was I going with that?
You think the reason why it scared you so much as a child is because you had a lot less experience?
Oh my god, yeah. And now I think being an adult, I rely so much more on story that I'm like, I just needed a little bit more.
Yeah, there was this.
But back then it was just scary. It's just scary. It's just scary.
Yeah, I don't want to say the tastes, but the general census of quality in a movie has changed so much.
Oh God, yeah.
In the last 10 years, let alone the last 20.
Oh yeah. Like
we got next to no story in Child's Play. We're getting just as much in this. Especially in horror movies.
Horror movies?
Yes, horror movies.
I vividly remember this movie. Now, I vividly remember this movie looking and being more terrifying than it actually was. Like, looking better and being more and then we watched it and I was like, oh shit, this doesn't look as great as I remember.
Is it sad that the fact that he turned out to be some sort of supernatural being, honestly, is what turned him off for me, or turned me off to him?
Yeah.
Because before he had the cool trench coat, the bitchin' hat,
that
whole outfit.
He totally looks like the Undertaker.
Yeah, that whole outfit he had going on in the beginning, and he just...
Once he loses the hat is when it gets kind of like, because then you realize he's like kind of bald, but kind of has hair.
Like the moment where he's literally just, he kills the two cops and he's cleaning up their body parts and he's just whistling.
Yeah.
Like, okay, that's awesome and terrifying. I'm a demon thing, and you're boring. You're boring and generic and stupid.
I like the moment when the kids and the psychic are in the hallway and they're hearing him come, and then he just pops around the wall and he's like, hello.
Peekaboo!
And he like starts scattering across the wall. It's shit like that. That like now you look back and you're like, oh god. But
sad thing is, this movie is not the scariest thing I've seen today. Can we review that for this week instead?
No.
Fuck!
But
it's so much scarier, and it's got just as bad CGI.
No. But if you want, you can ask him in the comments what that was all about.
Nope.
Also, this movie did not have that big of a main cast.
No, but it didn't really need one.
It didn't need it, but that's not something that you see a lot now.
No, it had a main cast of about 3.
Yeah, and I mean the majority of movies now, like
Marvel
you have like,
excluded.
Horror movies. You have your usual it's like 5 to 7.
Well, typically
5 to 8.
Well,
it's usually like a group.
It's not even just now; it's then too. You also gotta remember we've seen Cabin in the Woods, the meta horror movie of meta-ness.
Yeah.
And even that, there's always those 5 stereotypes: the jock, the slut, the brain, the goofball, and the virgin.
Yeah.
So, and that's not even including the killer or killers in some cases. So there's usually at least a 5 or 6 ratio in horror movies. This one we got 3. Because it wasn't your typical horror movie.
We got the 2 kids and the villain.
It wasn't about being in a bad situation I don't know how to put this. It wasn't your typical cabin in the woods story. It wasn't about these kids who end up going somewhere or being in the wrong place at the wrong time, though they kind of are.
Yeah.
But it sounds like they've driven down this road before.
Well, they mentioned a couple times about her wanting to take the long way home.
Yeah, which it sounds like they...
Number 1, don't do that
ever.
Unless you're trying to, avoid traffic.
And...
Number 2, make sure your car always has gas. Make sure you always have at least a quarter tank of gas.
To be fair, they drove a little more than they were originally planning.
But you should have said, oh no, I'm getting below a half. We're in the middle of bumfuck Egypt. We should probably get gas.
Bumfuck Egypt.
Yeah, bumfuck Egypt.
I was expecting bumfuck nowhere, and you went straight to Africa.
Have you never heard BFE?
No, I've never heard of
Egypt.
Might as well just say bumfuck Africa.
It's a saying. It's not me making something up. It's a fucking saying. At least where I'm from, it's a saying.
And she's from bumfuck
And I'm from
Egypt.
bumfuck Egypt. So... that's the thing. Always, life tip, numero uno. Always have at least a quarter tank of gas in your car.
Says the woman who almost couldn't make it home from college one day unless I gave them...
I had no money. Shut up. That was a scary time.
And it's not just about you not having money. You were oblivious to how much gas you had until I told you I filled your tank.
That's better than the time I had to message my brother while I was in class to ask for $20 to get gas to go home.
Okay.
For fall break.
Back on track.
Anyway, besides the point, young and foolish college student versus adult. Adult of adulty now. My car never gets below a quarter tank of gas. And if it does, I'm like, where the fuck is the nearest gas station? Number one. Number two, don't take the long way. Don't take the scenic route unless you are avoiding traffic or an accident.
If it's 2001, don't fucking drive a car that looked like it came from 1978.
Number three, which they did address. Or number four at this point. The fucking phone! Charge your goddamn phone or make sure you have a way to charge it.
He did.
Yeah,
I
but
give
then
him
she
props.
was like, yeah, my cigarette lighter doesn't work.
And his response was, we should have taken my car. I said we should have.
Which I said, they addressed it, which was nice.
Which is why I wanted him to live, because he seemed to be the smarter one.
I also love when she's trying to, like, talk him into taking her. I'm stronger than him! Come on.
Bitch, he been dragging your ass this entire movie. Because you been a dumb hoe.
Yeah. Wow.
But this movie's okay. I can see why it got a cult following like it did. I can absolutely see that. Is it the best horror movie I've ever seen?
Oh, hell no.
No. Mainly because it was doing so well, and then it took that monster right turn of why.
Of literal monster.
Yeah, I just don't understand. He could have just been a creepy fucker.
It would have been so cool if he was just a different serial killer.
Like, if he was just a normal...
But I think that's kind of what people expected.
There's a difference between expected and wanted. I wanted it. That's what I wanted. I wanted him to be some... I don't think, like, Michael Myers bullshit, or Jason Voorhees. It's Voorhees, right?
Yes.
Jason Voorhees, motherfucker. But I wanted him to be something... He could be supernatural. I didn't want him to be a full-blown fucking... Like, Power Rangers are gonna fight him next week monster. Because, I'm sorry, that's what he looked like.
Oh, no, he totally does. That's also the 2000s talking.
But especially when he has that moment of whistling, which he fucking never does again. And he just whistling.
Building up the creepy.
But, I get that. But when it gave me this different impression, which I guess was supposed to be the, subversion of expectations. But when it's an expectation that I wanted to happen, and then it didn't, it just pisses me off.
Yeah, I get it.
So, honestly, I think Child's Play was better in terms of overall movie.
Yes.
Because he was fucking consistent. Also, what the fuck happened to the Scarecrow version of him that fucking blew up? And then he was in the house.
Well, yeah, I think... She shot...
Fucking Granny loading nitroglycerin rounds.
I think she shot towards him and exploded the Scarecrow, and he, like...
Dodged it.
And he, like, dodged and jumped.
Still.
I think that's what the implication was.
Yeah. But still, nitroglycerin rounds. Not every gun blows up on contact.
Also, life tip number 5, whatever the fuck we're on now. Mm-hmm. Don't own 33 cats. Or however the fuck many cats there were. No, don't. I know there's crazy cat lady. I know that's a saying. I know that's a thing. Don't do it.
Also pack a magic double barrel shotgun that can fire more than 2 rounds without reloading. Because I counted 3, motherfucker.
Well, that's him. Don't own a bajillion cats.
Cats are fine. As long as they're not assholes.
Don't own a bajillion cats. Did you see how crazy those cats were getting? No.
They sense evil. That's a cat thing.
That's creepy.
It's protective.
Creepy.
Cat person, not a cat person.
Not a cat person.
Even though you loved our cat.
That's different. She was pretty much not a cat.
She was a very nice cat.
A very cool cat. Anyway.
I think that about wraps up our Jeepers Creepers rant, it seems more like.
Yeah.
As always, subscribe, ring the bell. Leave a comment. Follow us on all the things.
Join us tomorrow.
Where we'll be reviewing Halloween 2018. And we're streaming tomorrow as well.
And we're streaming!
A lot of screaming is going to happen.
Yeah, so come out to Twitch.
Nerd and Nile 226.
Yeah.
And we'll see you guys then. Bye, everybody.
Bye.